Hello, 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 everybody. Just I'm saying hello. If you are listening as live or replay, just talk about a topic which is related to weekend. Yes, today is weekend, and most of you may be busy enjoying the weekend with the friends and family. And this is one of the topic, one of the discussion I had with someone. So I just thought, let me talk about this. So the discussion is about the weekend only. So sometimes what happens, like we feel that we feel like exhausted. Means I want to ask you, like, do you feel exhausted because of your weekend commitments, or does your spouse is feeling exhausted because of the weekend commitments, or your kids are feeling exhausted? So usually, we have this booking for each Friday, Saturday, or sometimes Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's like solid commitments, and then sometimes the Monday comes, and then you feel like okay, you need a weekend to recover from a weekend. Like just like when you go on a vacation and then you do so much on a vacation, and when you come back from vacation you feel that okay, you need another vacation or at least 2 days to recover from this vacation. So sometimes this happens with the weekend also. You get so much tired doing so many things just on the weekend. You feel like okay, you need a weekend for recovering from that. Okay, so see, sometimes I would say it's not your fault because as a human, we have so much of social connections, and we feel good with connecting with people, networking with people, being with people, talking with people, surrounded by people, and everything is about people. Because we are not like a people like just like be on a deserted island and then we can be just happy. No, like we need people all around us, our family, our friends, loved ones, or like any of sometimes you go to these random get togethers also, which is like kind of festivals getting celebrated, or some theme parties are there. So you just be part of it and you want to like enjoy, and maybe even you have your one friend or one or two people going with you. You are happy to go there, not like your whole circle is coming with you, but there are so many small two three people groups there. And maybe if you really want to just make new connection and you're by yourself, maybe you just go to these theme parties or some DJ parties, dance parties, or those kind of thing also. But usually, like what happens, like when we are growing up the kids, like you get that circle and then you start meeting, and then like the kids are playing, the adults are talking and all that thing, and it's like start going on. So somebody start inviting, then the birthdays, and then the anniversaries, and then some special celebrations, and like every weekend, like what you're doing, like okay, this weekend what you're doing. And if you're free, then okay, like just maybe do potluck and just get together and have like food and drinks, or just watch TV or movie or something. And I feel that this is more in the age group of around 25 or 30 to around 25 to 40, I would say, or 25 to 45, I would say, or 30 to 45, I would say. After 45, little bit things slow down because the kids are also grown up. And then you need to decide like how much busy and you want to keep yourself. But this is like a long time, almost 15 to 20 years of slot we are talking. And there are so many weekends on this slot. And you are actually want to just see that how is it really these social connections, they are like making you happy, because what happens in the beginning, you're very excited. You are excited to organize, you are excited to invite, you are excited to cook food, like cook food for so many people, then do the cleaning also, and then do the arrangement also. You're very excited. And everybody is doing in their own ways, okay? But then slowly, 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 it starts becoming like a kind of a what we can say, forced commitment. So you start, it's like so much of commitment starts happening, like you don't have uh, any time for yourself also, or you start feeling like you are the only one doing, like maybe your spouse is inviting and you're the one who is cleaning and cooking and taking care of the kids also here, and then on top of it, after doing all that, you are in that party, you are enjoying also after doing all that hard work, okay, with friends and family, you feel relaxed, you feel good, and all that is happening. But over here, like at one point, like I have heard not from one person, I have heard from multiple women this, like it became like a trap. And I myself also has gone through it, like I have personally gone through this. So but it becomes like trap kind of a thing. So that what happens, like it keeps going, like it's like always like that, that particular circle, a couple of one or two, sometimes you have multiple circles also, like you have this group and that group and that group, and again you cannot mix those groups. So you have to have but you are liked by everybody, so you go to this group, you go to that group, you go to that group, and it's so much of overwhelm is there. And sometimes like it is not like you want to do it, you have to do it. And on top of it, like if it is, another thing is the gifting. So if you are the person who is like very, very personalized, and so you want to find out gift for all these places you're going, or sometimes if you're cool, like okay, there is no gifting thing in all these things, then it is okay. But otherwise, or gift cards or something like that, it's okay, or something like that. But that also is like a big tension, like or like because you want to make sure like the other person values it, or like and then it again depends on your relationship also. So all that also starts happening. So it is so much of overwhelm, like already you're working, and even your stay at home, you have so much things on your plate to do. And if you're working and managing homes, then you have two hats to wear, and that also you're doing it. And then on top of it, this weekend commitment. And if you are after the whole week with all the kids activity and appointments and doing so many things which is coming to you, and then weekend you need to prepare, uh, like on Friday evening also, on Saturday or evening also, on Sunday morning also, Sunday afternoon also, means it is just like almost becoming like a routine, like you have a weekday routine and you have a weekend routine. And the trap is like you can't say no, because now they have invited, then you have to invite, you have to invite, they will invite, they will invite, when their parents comes, then for that also you're meeting. Means you just need a reason, almost like something, some reason, like some special thing, you can make some special thing, and then you just start meeting it. I heard from one of my friend, like she was sharing, like so somebody in their circle like went for Hajj, and then after that somebody started making that as an event, and now everybody in the community, like whosoever goes to this the Hajj, and they come back, like everybody else has to host a party for them, something like that, okay. you like you will वो क्या बोलते हैं, पीने वाले को पीने का बहाना चाहिए, तो पार्टी करने वाले को पार्टी करने का बहाना चाहिए, तो कोई भी बहाना बन सकता है, ओके. So now you really, really need to ask honestly to yourself, with this, are you getting what you're looking for? Are you getting exhausted? Are you getting overcommitted? Are you feeling tired and you are not able to, you still need to do it, and or you're doing like things out of like love, not with the obligation. like so if you start feeling like it's the obligation kind of a feeling is coming, or the tiredness or exhaustion is coming, then there is like, now this is an indication, a whisper of your body, whisper of your like from your own self, that okay, you want to do something different from now on. How long you want to pull this. Okay, and for that you don't need to be 45 or 50. This can happen in age 35 also, and you can actually listen to the whisper, and you just want to take a pause that time and decide, like what you should do for this, like if it's becoming obligation, it's becoming tiredness and exhaustion, okay, that kind of a thing. So one thing I can suggest is, like, out of 4 weekends, one complete Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you take complete no commitments, literally no commitments, like like there should be like one weekend in your life you are at home, maybe you're eating nice food, or like you're cooking something nice, you're doing your bubble bath, like in US, like so many people have such a big homes, and most of the homes has a kind of a bigger bathtub where you can take jacuzzis also, for that matter. You can take some bubble bath, do self care, just sleep in, or watch nice movie, something like maybe do nothing kind of a thing, or like create something which is like work on your hobby kind of a thing, like something which makes you really relaxed and like energized, like so maybe that is something which you can plan, if that can help you. And then like it's like you're doing for you can do anything for somebody else. So now if you want to do for yourself, how hard it's going to be. Okay, because it's just the way you set the boundaries. You don't need to hurt anybody, you don't need to say like, no, this is like, and you won't be able to say that anyways, like even you're tired of making arrangements of like this all cooking and cleaning and hosting people, and like still smiling, dancing, drinking like in the party, you are not able to say even that happens again next weekend also, or after 2 weeks your turn comes, or after 3 weeks again, or but like other time maybe you're doing potluck, so you're making something, taking it, or maybe you're just going, showing up, and but you're awake till the late night, you're eating. Usually it's the same kind of a food, usually the, like Indian parties, like you'll have the common thing like a rajma, rice, paneer, this, naan, and all that. And half the food is like it's not like a homemade clean cooked food, like usually it maybe it's usually like brought from outside. At least like the naan and all, nobody makes at home, the roti and all also, even it's a home cooked healthy food. And it's always a variety, how much variety you can have. But typically I have seen like not more than there are 7 8 dishes like which gets repeated, like pakoda is there, samosa is there, and all, like every weekend you cannot eat that obviously. So but like those are the things, because when it's a party it has to be like a party kind of a food, so it is there. Then dessert will be there, because it's a party dessert, so like you're almost forced to eat like a 7 course meal plus the drinks, if you are drinking, and you drink for socialization, then these are the events, or you like to drink with the people, like then like you'll be drinking more, then you will be sleeping late, you will be dehydrated, you will not take care of your hydration, all those consequences. Then you next day it's like little bit like Monday comes, and like you're like in that shocked state or something. So all that cycle repeats, I'm saying. So now, and like the other thing which I can say is, as I said, that about keeping that one weekend, the other thing is like giving yourself the permission to choose. Okay, and I would say that, like right now, if this is something resonating with you and you really need a permission, so I would say, okay, this is your permission slip. You know what, if you're listening to this, this itself is your permission slip. And now you can choose, like, quality time over quantity of time when you're doing any commitment in the socially, and even it's your closest friends. You need to first prioritize yourself, your well-being, your health. And even you're younger, doesn't matter. Everybody needs that time, and your body learns, or like you learn from now, it is going to help you later, like after 50 it is going to help you. I'm 53, okay, and I have done all the mistakes, and then these topics sometimes they come to the surface and I just talk about it, okay. So that's what, like, only very two three things I have told you, and hopefully they're making sense. And I know that, like, some of you are enjoying at the party right now, dancing and drinking and enjoying. And then tomorrow morning, and then, oh, okay, tomorrow Sunday. Sometimes maybe you have some Sunday commitment also, or like maybe not. We try to keep Sunday evening free usually, so that, like, you can just put yourself together for the coming week. So, anyways, this is Saturday. What a topic, Geeta, you chose for this Saturday. And this, so don't blame me for this, okay? Don't judge me, don't blame me. Just something came to my mind, so just wanted to share because it's so, so important. And until and unless somebody doesn't tell you, or you don't read in a book or something, our lives are on autopilot, and there is nobody to, like, come and stop it, like, so that's what, like, a coach would do. So, like, like, give you some different perspective, suddenly shake your beliefs, suddenly uh, like, suggest you, or like help you to find another path or something like that. So that's what a coach would do. So any of these things, like, if you are stuck and you need your energy back, you need your power back, you need to learn how to set the boundaries. Definitely, definitely, like, this is something you can get connected with me. We can chat further, and you can take help. If you're open to take help, you should be taking help, or you can figure out yourself the way you are figuring out it so far. Or now the topic is there, try yourself also, so it's up to you. But I would suggest always, like, the fastest method is to have a coach or a guru, because you get a strategy, because somebody who is sharing this with you, they have already invested lot of time, money, and energy, learned from different places, have spent thousands of hours, and from there what is working they bring to you. So you can choose any coach, but I'm just saying, like, that's the difference between doing by yourself and doing it with somebody. Like the way our accountability, our 75-day identity shift challenge. And I'm thankful to all of you, because that's accountability, and you guys are my accountability partners. And, like, already, like, it's moving on. I have not posted on the Facebook yet, but it's going on Instagram and all. So I did the review yesterday. I highly encourage you to be part of it. And it's related to health and whatever we were talking about it right now, how we manage the social events, and how we, with that, like, because we are adapting a healthy identity, and it really, really doesn't mean you don't enjoy or you deprive of something, and there is nothing strict about it. Like, literally on day 8, like, I had a lunch date with my husband, and we had a food outside, Indian food, we outside. Actually, we shared ice cream also. So it's nothing like too much hard and like punishing. It is very easy, but there are 8 rules or 8 habits which we are trying to embody during this 75 days. So if you're interested, get in touch. And if you relate to today's topic, get in touch. With that, I'm ending this live. Take care, and have a fantastic weekend, rest of the weekend ahead. Bye bye.